I am D. Jaya, PGT Social Studies working in AP Balayogi Gurukulam Kondamukkala. I hope all are you well and safe in home. I think all of you are following the instructions given by the government. Now we are going to learn third chapter, Production and Employment. In previous class, we learned some important subtopics. Those are introduction, sectors of economy, concept of GDP. Before going to the class, I repeat definition of GDP. The value of final goods and services produced within a country during a particular year. In simple form, we can expand GDP as G for gross means total, D for domestic means within the country, P for produced goods and services. Now in today's class, learn a few more synopses are there. How do we estimate GDP? Changes in the importance of sectors, value of goods and services produced and employment of people. Employment, the working life in India. Organized and unorganized sector employment in India. How to create more and better conditions of employment. Now I will explain each and every topic in detail. How do we estimate GDP? Children, pause the video. Note down the GDP methods on screen. There are three methods in estimation of GDP. Those are income method, expenditure method, output method. Now, income methods includes income of labors, wages and salaries, profits of private sector, business, rent income from ownership of land. In expenditure method, consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, government expenditure, net exports. And output method, value added from each of the following economic sectors: agriculture, manufacturing and service sectors. How do we estimate GDP? Economists suggest the value of goods and services should be used rather than adding up the actual numbers. The value of goods and services in three sectors are calculated and then added up. Not every good or services that is produced and sold needs to be counted. It makes sense only to include final goods and services. For example, a farmer sells wheat to a flour miller for 8 rupees per kg. The mill grinds the wheat and sells the flour to a biscuit company for 10 rupees kg. The biscuit company uses flour, sugar and oil to make packets of biscuits. It sells biscuits in the market to the consumer for 15 rupees packet. Now biscuits are the final goods. That is goods that reach the consumer. Intermediate goods are used up in producing final goods and services. The value of final goods and already includes the value of all the intermediate goods that are used in making the final goods. So the value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year, provided the total production of the sector for that year and the sum of production in three sectors given as the gross domestic product or GDP. There are some complexities in calculation of GDP. Those are black money, illegal business. You can't add into GDP. Own farm products not included in GDP. Unpaid worker services, example, mother services. Non monetary transactions. GDP estimate only nominal way approximately. GDP share in primary, secondary sectors are 47%, only service sector from 53%. Every year population increase, service sector GDP also increase in developing countries. Now changes in importance of sectors, value of goods and services produced and employment of people. We know how the size of GDP has increased over the years as more and more goods and services are produced. It is essential to know how these increase took place and what kind of activities contributed more to this growth of GDP. In India, more percentage of people depend on the primary sector. Its share in the GDP of the country has declined and is currently at 14%. This means the importance of sectors has changed. The industrial sector became the dominant sector. In the past 50 years, there has been a further shift from industry to service sector. Open your textbook page number 34. We find what do service comprise of. Community, social and personal service includes public administration, defense, education, health, veterinary activities, media, library activities, museum and other cultural activities. Finance, insurance and real estates includes services of banks, post office, savings accounts, non-bank financial companies, life insurance and general insurance corporation, services of brokers and real estate companies, etc. Can you find out some examples are trade, hotels, transport and communication? Yes, correct examples are customer services, tourism, technology, etc. Now look at the pie charts on the screen. The contribution of various activities to presented to financial years 1972-73 and 2009 and 10. The circle or the pie represents the GDP in the given year. GDP made up production from the three sectors. In 1972-73, agriculture percentage of 43, industry percentage is 22, trade and hotels percentage 15, finance and insurance 8%, community and social personal services 12%. In 2009-10, agriculture percentage 17, industry percentage 26, trade hotels 27%, finance insurance 17%, community, social and personal services of 13%. During the 37-year period, the output to share of agriculture sector has fallen drastically. There was a small increase in the share of industrial output in GDP. In contrast to this, there is a tremendous increase in the share of service activities. 2 out of 3 subsectors of service activities have expanded. Employment, the working life in India. The GDP of a country has close relation with the total number of working people in that country. According to the Census of India 2011, out of 1.2 billion persons in India, 460 million people are working. The following table shows some basic facts about workers in India. Okay, children, observe the table on screen. Distribution of workers in India 2009-10 percentage in 3 sectors. In your textbooks, there are some blanks according to the table. Complete them from the table. It means that there are more people in agriculture, but everyone may not be fully occupied. Production will not be affected. In other words, workers in agriculture sector are underemployed. About underemployment already we discussed in key points, and also where people are apparently working but all of them are made to work less than their potential is called disguised unemployment. This underemployment can also happen either in other sectors, example service sector. Sectorial shares of employment shows in a pie chart on screen. Open your textbook page number 36. First observe the pie chart. Colors denotes agriculture as blue, industry brick, service sector green. This is comparison of the employment shares in 1972-73 and 2009-10. Page number 37. Pie chart shows shares of 3 sectors GDP percentage in 2 financial years. Now children, answer me, what is the share of employment in agriculture sector in 1972-73? Yes, you are right, 74%. Okay children, in same manner, answer the employment share of according to the pie chart page number 36. Now children, answer what is the share of GDP in industrial sector from 2009-10. Now children, observe above pie chart on the screen and answer me. Yes, you are right, 26%. Okay, in the same manner, answer the GDP percentage according to the pie chart page number 37. Organized and unorganized sector. Observe the images on screen and answer me children. First image belongs to the which sector? Yes, you are right. Organized sector. Now, second image belongs to which sector? Yes, you are right. Unorganized sector. Organized and unorganized sectors employment in India. I already explained with examples of Narsimha and Rajeshwari in previous class. The table on the screen is a contribution of organized and unorganized sector employment share in organized sector is 8%. Employment share in unorganized sector is 92%, and GDP share in organized and unorganized sector is 50%. That means equal share. How to create more better conditions of employment? Employment means a condition of employment refers to something that both the employee and employer agree to at the beginning of workers' employment. The five main employment types are permanent or fixed terms of employees, casual employees, apprentice or trainees employees, employment agency staff also called labor hire, and contractors and subcontractors staff, hired staff. How to create more employment? Like diversification of agriculture, cheap credit, provision of basic facilities, promotion of local industries, improvement in education and health, tourism or regional craft industry, or new services like IT require proper planning and support from the government. How to create more employment in rural areas? Farmers should diversify in agriculture and adopt horticulture, animal rearing, organic farming. Government should take necessary steps to provide loans to farmers at cheaper rates and from formal source of credit. Okay, children, I hope all of you understand the concept. Please make notes of them and read well in your textbook in page number 42. There are some fill in the blanks. Complete them according to the topic we have discussed. Thanking you. Take care of you. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy.